Alrighty. Everyone, hi, how are you? Hope you are doing alright and absolutely perfect. It be time now, yep. Hi Gubus, got over here, how are you? Hoping it's going? And yeah. And so, hi Zega, got over here, how are you? Hoping it's going? Hello, Mr. Davis. General Kenobi. Hmm. I'm going to tell you what's going to be exactly in the plan shortly. Because, well, I guess while I'm going to send out the links, I can start talking about it. Although I'm not in a state to multitask today, so give me a moment. Uh, Need me that streak, bro. Yeah. And a couple other things that I need to pursue. Oh, that moderator buttons were turned off in my settings. Oh, okay. That's huh. I had no idea you can do that. Have you seen Davis? It's real. Yep, I've seen it. I love it. Oh my. And so, folks, today I'm a little bit tired for some reason. There's two. Yep, I've seen both. I've seen both. Alrighty, we're also going on a nice streak, even though I am actually really darn tired. I'm still managing to pursue things, keep at it, finishing stuff and such. I like it. I genuinely like it. I want to keep at it, since I'm, still at it and such. Um, and so on and so on and so on, and well, just basically stuff, right? And yeah, okay, okay. Oh, today a new free set of games on Epic. Okay. Also, Bucky is going to come back. Why are the eyes and models so twitchy? Uh, IRL, I'm wearing glasses. And my camera is really above me, like really darn above me. And basically, whenever I'm tilting my head down, when, for example, to look at the screen of my tablet, hmm, the eyes on the model are starting to twitch because it doesn't have any idea how to do stuff, how to process things. So, mm, alrighty. Um, Now we know more or less, give or take, how many things do we have to go on for, music. Um, you know what? I was trying to get the music. Let me see if it's already in. Yeah, it's not even linked. I'm so annoyed. I set up String Guardian, so it blocked my trading for 3 days, and now I've just won a giveaway. No, that sucks so badly. What? That's crazy though. So I can actually get it? Bruh, that's crazy. really darn crazy. What's a Steam Guardian? Steam Guardian is like their internal, some kind of, I guess, protective service that's supposed to protect you from being scammed, being trade scammed, right? Like, for example, like, surprisingly, people are managing, for example, to find a way to like hack your account via trading an item, or they can actually, they're like going to accessing your account or verify trades. Yes, exactly. And basically, it's like, just general protective thing. You know what? I want to get in and try to draw some knickknacks today. Oh, it's for people who store money on Steam. Kinda, yeah, I guess. So I want to learn how, I want to study a little bit of some knickknacks, like bottles or books or something, but um, I might need to get some ideas, so go on. Meanwhile, I'm going to scavenge the Pinterest. Mm. Why small cyberpunk cityscape? I want to just get into some detailing stuff, I've noticed that, for example, for the internal, for like interior, I can still like work things on. I guess like some stop signs or something I can also do. But generally, like any idea for some items. Want an easy one? Yeah, but like just objects, just objects. Mm. Because I want to get into coloring them. Rubik's Cube, sure. I actually have a one right here. Rubik's Cube. Amimbawe, 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 Amimbawe. Oh my, I know. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's a cube. So what is a Rubik's Cube? It's a cube of various colors. Some stressful meetings today, and my dude snapped his grip strengthener thing. Oh. Spinny block cube, yep. How come? What's up, Zaga? What are they trying to imply now? What shit they are trying to drop on you and your guys? Seems like something really darn serious, considering that, the freaking snap. Those things aren't supposed to snap that easily. Highlight? Oh my. Highlight? Gas. It's not us this time. It was just freaking stupid. Bro, like, the warehouse we supposed to deliver, we've held one of the guy for Davis to realize it was highlighted. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't see that in my view, in my chat. I really need to like maybe rethink once again my layout, and maybe even try to like show two charts at the same time. But it'll be foolish of me considering that I've got like a custom app for that build. I need to learn how to set this up though. Mm-hmm. But like actually I've also had quite a fun situation. So yesterday after the stream I'm chilling. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I actually learned it at some point. I think I forgot how to though. It's a jungle, almighty jungle. I still have a customer and customer things for reason that I'm the smartest in the whole company, and the other team showed yesterday a new product, and we get all the questions despite we have nothing to do with it. To what I said yesterday. Oh, okay. Meow. Hi Muto, got Evie here. How are you? Hope it has going. Mm, I'm good. I'm go. I can solve it around 1.5 to 2 minutes. And this idea where I just reworked all my rooms in my runner game thing, but I was thinking of some rooms having like shadow people that chase you as well. That might be cool. Quack. Moo. I don't know. I'm today doing random noises. Mhm. It looks like. Can you do super hot in Roblox? Make them only like last like 10 seconds, but I think it add more pressure. That might be cool. Also, how do you snap something like the grip strengthening thing? It had a big spring and the spring snapped. I see. Have you ever played the VR Super Hot? Hmm. No, neither play Roblox. Damn, it's so fun. Oh my. Thank God it feels so cool that I can finally ignore once again the entire thing. If I had VR, I would do Beat Saber. Kinda same. I can finally ignore the freaking work calls for a little bit at least. We'll see. Hmm. To draw because all the rigid lines and edges, yes. Because you have to plan out the positioning of everything. And actually, I think I would use, for the proper measurements of everything, I should be using this instead of like everything else, really. I've noticed that Reno is also doing the same thing. For the environment, right? For the environment, whenever he needs to actually, do an environmental art, environmental piece, I've noticed that his lines are way cleaner than his character's lines. I doubt that's actually the case because of some like weird twisted magic thing, right? I feel like it's actually because he is, as a matter of fact, um, you know, using a line tool. Hmm. Nope. Pa-da-da-da, 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 pa-da-da-da. Today I'm just going to chill a little. I'm just going to chill. Mm. Does the one you drew by hand look more like a cube? No idea. Although, yeah, there's one thing. I believe it will be better that even if it's wonky, it'll be better for me to actually keep it, if it's going to be drawn by hand. Because in the end, I'm still going to probably use all of like by hand drawings. And it's because I've actually did drew it by hand, more cubical instead of the other one. As the mirroring, it was 90 degrees for the other one, yeah. I think the other side should be. Hmm. Huh. By the way, I finished watching those couple episodes of One Piece that I had to watch. So I need to. Now I'm going to watch second season of Black Lagoon. Hmm. what's in the first or second season? In the first one, they are finding Rock, and Rock is basically like standing up, like finally, like starting to stand up for himself, and we find out that actually Revi is just a little bit unstable, scared. Did they shoot the kid in the first one? No. The first one ended at the when where the Revi was fighting barefaced with a sword. Nope. Was Roberta in the first one? Yep. And it literally ended as Revi was fighting barehanded with her to solve things, and they were betting who's going to win. Evil looking Rubik's Cube I've ever seen. Why? We have some sick stuff, okay? It's good they got a line and an extra middle line. It's for the support and calculating things. Cube layout ever seen? It actually does, because it looks like the cube from her Hellraiser. How you make the divisions later, because corner and edge pieces are one piece. Huh? It's one piece with three sides. Bro, that is the wonkiest freaking cube I've ever seen. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And beveling. Hi Vlad, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping it's going? Just can you give me the context that what is this live stream about? Study. We're just, you know, going to do random stuff, draw random things, paying a bit too much attention to some stuff and ending up drawing it way worse than as if I would pay zero attention to things. For example, you know? So yeah. All right. That's the beveling on the cube. I'm going to try to color this, by the way. I've always liked study sessions, you know? There's always some therapeutic feel to them. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm wondering if we are going to see Roberta ever again. I think you won't. I see. Bobber. Let's go, Bobber. Okay. I'm going to. I'm sorry that I'm not really speaking much right now. By the way, I'm going to focus a little bit, maybe focus a little bit too much, as a matter of fact. But yeah. Okay. We are going to slowly add those details in. I've actually seen like what they 2 days ago, day after yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. I've seen a TikTok compilations on YouTube, right? Because people are posting TikTok compilations as YouTube videos, and basically there was some kind of French guy who made like crap load of Orbeez, and they supposed to be biodegradable, and he put them down the drain because he wanted to um you know he put all of that into a bathtub, and he filled out everything with Orbeez, and he let them go into the drain, and then the freaking the freaking thing, surprise surprise, clogged the entire plumbing system for the entire street, making our bees boil out from all the possible places. And he you know it was police, it was about like if it's going to hurt, damage the environment and such. And basically, like, biodegradable stuff still can clog things, yes, and can still kill animals. Like, for example, there was a lady who walked up to him because he lived in a village or something, right? And he walked up to like, yep, yeah. And basically the lady, his neighbor, walked up to him and said like, hey, actually, do you know what that is? Because he like showed stuff basically. She like was showing the Orbeez, and that was the thing. And yeah, she was showing him the Orbeez, and he was like, I don't know what that is, very bizarre. What do you think that it may be? And she was like, I don't know, if possibly my chickens would eat that, they would die. This means bacteria can eat it over time. Yeah, exactly. And like the fair share of like plants and animals they're going to kill it before the bacteria are going to get into them. You know. So did you literally obliterated the entire freaking environment because of some freaking TikTok things? What would you want, Muto? Hmm? Oh, biodegradable stuff that we can digest. Yeah. So did you literally like? Please. Oh. Oh, my food. Gosh. I'm back. Welcome back, Goobus. To be fair, Rubik's Cube is not that simple to make. It's not really not that simple to draw. I thought that freaking Rubik's Cube would be way faster to draw and way easier, to be fair. And there's a lot of like details, you know, and broiding and beveling and others similar things are making this a bit more difficult. Hmm. First, you need to write the exclamation point. Food. Yeah. Actually, before the stream, I've had some kashanka. I love that sausage. Dang it. So he clip it. Ah. What you want to clip? When I say I love that sausage. Sausage. Oh my. Yay! Baby, close the doors and turn the lights down low. I'll choke you soft and slow. I can't spell today. It's okay. I can make a straight line today. Frog. Oh my gosh. I guess you can see that, you know, considering the freaking handshake I'm having today, that I'm not that I'm kind of incapacitated from drawing properly. That's why I'm thinking about shorter stream. Ramboya, Ramboya, King Naomi. Ramboya, Ramboya, King Naomi. Frug. Ramboya, Ramboya, King Naomi. Holy shit, I can't see. I can see forever. I ordering too much stuff when they bring in multiple bugs. God. Actually, I've had stuff brought to me in multiple bugs, but uh, rare. But actually, it was still like they could still fit all that stuff in, you know, in one thing. Holy. Okay. And this here. I'm using references, by the way. Why am I always tired? I'm tired. Why am I always tired? I don't know, to be fair. That's the question I'm asking myself to be fair. This week I like can't rest well. I think, you know what? I think it's the effect of me like, pushing all those like furnitures and stuff. Not sleeping enough. For example, personally, I'm sleeping like nearly 8 hours right now because I'm like, yeah, I'm like tired. I'm going to fall asleep early, and on weekend I'm just going to try to stay up late, I guess, and that's it. But like, I still can't really, like sleep well, even though I'm sleeping for 8 hours a day. Like, no matter how much I would sleep, I'm constantly tired at this point. OG. And for example, Reno is using black to make some basic shadows. Okay. And now we are going to use white for the highlights. You use reference for colors? Yep. Can't draw a valid cube. Because people are just using like random setups, They don't use any, references or anything like this. Like there is no piece containing color combination like yellow, white, red, orange, green, blue. Yeah, that's why you need to use references for your objects too. That's why illustrations are going to be way difficult to work with now, because if I want to make valid items, I'll need to start using much more references than what I'm using already. Like for example, I was using a reference for the bag, uh, you know, Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, your hero just returned again. Everything's going to be okay. Hey, hey, ladies and gentlemen. It's like pretty much very rough. Okay. And this. So I'm now just like adding some colors to the cube. You know, I'm letting the colors to come back to the cube itself. Hmm. Too lazy to get a fork. Eating corn with chopsticks is suffering. Is it corn on a cob? No. Oh. It's in little pieces. Oh no. Okay. Hmm. Why is poke Asian food when it's American? Because it's Asian style, I think. But it's corn. It's corn. F. What's up? Okay, so with that analysis, I'm concluding the fact that the frigging Rubik's Cube that we drew is kind of effed. I don't know. I haven't really used any references for this style of coloring items for Reno Tuna. You know, by Reno Tuna, basically. Mm. Mm. But I think I'm getting somewhere. Forgot to take my meds so I can eat what I'm eating right now. Bro. Oh no. Mm. So, for example, I want to achieve this level, and you can see that he more or less is achieving the same kind of idea, right? He's using black and white for shading his environment, basically, right? So that's give or take the same kind of feel I'm trying to go for, but like it's going to just take much more time from me, I suppose, to comprehend that. But I think we are close as for the first attempt of something like that. Yeah. Uh, all right. All right. Um, yeah. I think I know what I'm going to do for the next one. Definitely like I've that taught me a lot of things because like for example um if you look at this, you can see that I have irregular shapes. Irregular shapes. Considering that those supposed to be patterns, right? Then we have mm, It really gives the drone feel. Yeah, but like not to such extent, you know what I mean? It feels like it's been squabbled, and that's not good. I would need it to be more even, you know? Mm, uneven lines. Um, shaky lines. Um, and last one. Messed up highlights. That's what I've noticed for now. After some work done, I think beveling could be done better, to be fair. Outline. Actually, it's an object. In the style, it shouldn't have thicker outline or any kind of like very harsh line art, because otherwise it's going to take attention away from the character. So for those, I need them to be like thin outlines. So yeah, messed up lighting, messed up lights. Check all of it. Yeah, like here I've made the outline. Yeah. But that's like uneven lines, I guess. For example, right? Yeah. Mm, that'll be a pain. It'll definitely be a pain. Question is, do you want to shade with black or do you want to shade with dark purple? Because it's going to have way bigger effect on things. You know? Also colors, I've noticed. I've got very, how do you say this? Um mm, unsaturated, desaturated colors. Yeah. So desaturated colors are also the issue here. Yeah. I need to work a little bit more on my line stability too, because I've noticed that recently my hands got way too shaky. You know what I mean? I think it's because I'm not. Well, the issue is that when I'm doing things like, slow lines, I'm starting to have like issues with stability of my hand. It starts to shake too much. But when I'm doing like one swoop, I can get like really nice and even line. So like, let's say if I would like go up, I'm trying to go as even as possible. You can see that I have some wobbliness here, and it's actual. I can actually see my hand shake like this. If I go like one smooth swoop down, look, straight line. So I need to like make sure to make my lines fast, not slow, I guess. But it makes no sense for me because I should be able to draw more stable when I've got my, when I'm drawing slower. Oh well. Oh well. So, mm, I've got more or less an idea, you know, I've got more or less an idea what I need to work on, or rather what I need to correct with my environmental elements. And I wanted to make a shorter stream. I guess, you know, I'm going to keep at it with 1 hour long stream, I guess. It's a bummer. Caffeine shake. That's the thing, I'm not taking that much caffeine. I'm actually not intaking much caffeine because I started having like shortness of breath and chest pain. So I think like caffeine might be here at the guilt, but it might also be the stress from work too, to be fair. So yeah, I need to I need to watch out. So I'm actually not drinking that much coffee anymore, or any caffeine related drinks, you know. So yep. So. Um, yeah. So, folks, thanks Zeka, Goobus and Muta for being active chat on Twitch. Thanks Goobus and Vlad for being active in chat on YouTube. And as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.